Hey guys, so it's Annie, and if you are new to my channel, thanks for visiting or subscribing if you want. And if you are here again because you're related to me, I'm more than happy to have you here. So anyone who knows me in real life knows that I am a little obsessed with Too Faced. I like the brand, I like the company, I like how they work and interact through social media, things like that. I also just really like their packaging, really like a lot of their products. There are a few things that I don't know that I would repurchase, but for the most part, their palettes are my favorite. So let's go from there. Okay, so this is most definitely my most obsessive collection that I own, and there's good reason for that. So, because I love it. So I'm gonna start out with, I've got palettes. I've got a few different bronzer books. I've got more palettes over here, blushes, and some brushes and stuff like that. So I'm going to go through all the pieces, and I'll talk to you guys about them. Let's start out with the big items. First, I have Everything Nice, which is a palette from a few years ago. So, I mean, there's no way you can really purchase this, so I won't spend a lot of time on it. But this is the palette that really made me fall in love with Too Faced. I just love the texture. I love the glitter. The pinks are my favorite. I think they do a wonderful job with pink shadows. Chocolate Bonbon Bar. You guys know how I feel about this one. I do really like it. It has grown on me a lot more. I do think a couple of the shades they've got a lot of brown in them, and so they can go muddy on my eyes, but like I did on my eyes today, it's perfectly fine. So you just have to know which ones to mix with this palette. The next one is the Chocolate Bar. I do not have the Semi-Sweet just because it doesn't really speak to me. This one I actually don't use very often anymore, although I do pull it out for this pink specifically. This was a holiday collection one, which is Love by Too Faced, and I just think it has the cutest layout for colors. And I also was very surprised that I use every single one of these. Here we go. Came with this eyeliner pencil, which I do really like this applicator thing on the back. Should I show you guys? A peach one coming out that I really, really want. I may actually get that one. We'll see. Let's talk about mascaras. So these mascaras are Better Than Sex. I know they have a new version of this out since this year. I just have so many of these. This is by far one of my favorite mascaras. I haven't been using mascara because I got my lashes done. So, and then this lash injection one, I actually am not a fan of. I didn't think it worked very well. It was flaky, it didn't last super long, but I still want to give it another go. The brush is okay. There's nothing super unique about it. Lipsticks. So I've got 6 melted that I've chosen to keep. A couple of them are repeats actually. The Melted Peony. These are all sample size too. I've got 6 of these. I bought a full-size one, but I didn't like the color. I'd say my favorite color is this one. It's called Melted Chihuahua. And it gives a very dark, it's actually like a brownish pink shade, which I actually really like. The metal ones, I'm not sure how I feel about these. It wasn't my favorite. I think I'm just too old for it maybe, because it makes my lips look a little funky, I think. The Melted Berry is really dark. These have so much pigmentation in them. They're really good. I really like the melted ones. The next thing is these. And I got this in a set that came with this. It had 3. Again, a holiday item. And I really like their nudes. This also came with a glittery, mid-toned, purpley red shade that just was not, it just wasn't for me. I did actually really like it. It just, I don't really do mid-tones. I either go bright or I go light, or, you know, like I don't really do that mid shade. I also got this Lip Insurance in Glossy, which I don't know that I would repurchase this. It says it's anti-feathering, and I have found it works really well with their lipsticks, but trying to use it with other products in my stash, I don't really use this. I don't know that I love it, so I probably won't be repurchasing them. A couple more items that I don't think I would repurchase are this Too Faced Perfect Black. It is perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with this. You know, it's got really good pigmentation. I'm not too particular with blacks as long as it goes on smoothly. I do like this. I just don't know that I would necessarily splurge for Too Faced on a black eyeliner. The next is their Shadow Insurance. I don't like this. I've got other ones that I do like much more. I am still using this because I want to use it all up, but it smells funny to me. I don't like the smell. It smells like bad milk. So yeah, so I would not be repurchasing this, but I do know a lot of people that really do like this one. So, and it's very oily, and I don't want the oil. Gosh, some days you feel much nicer than other days. Today is not one of my days, but screw it. These little palettes, I love these things. I was very particular about which ones I was going to purchase. This has been an all-time favorite of mine. It just has the most neutral colors. The only thing with these, I do notice I keep these in here so it has a better weight for closing that magnetic thing. But there's a mirror behind this thing. And that's just a paper that shows you stuff about how to do your eyes if you want. Next I have Cat Eyes. This one I'm not using as much as I thought I would. I just thought it was very cute. And I do think it is a good neutral palette. I would definitely take this with me if I was traveling. Next I've got my brow kit. I love this brow kit actually. The only thing I don't like is these tweezers. I think they are not super high quality, but I love the setting powder. I use all of these. I've even used that really dark shade even though my lashes aren't super dark. The spoolie is nice to have in here, and this brush is this brush on the end, of course, I use to do my brows. This is a really good brow kit, I personally think. The last one I have is Sugar Pop. This set I've only barely started touching and it is fantastic. I just love the shades and I love this color. This color looks so good on my eyes. So I've got their bronzer book, which has been fantastic. It's really fun to play around with the different colors. I really like Snow Bunny, Sun Bunny, the Milk Chocolate Soleil is it's probably the one I use the most. The dark chocolate is a little dark for my skin. I'm pretty pale, so that's a little dark. But this has been a really fun book to have. I don't pull it out super often just because it's not super convenient, but when I want a bronzer and I want to play with bronzers, this is the one I'm going to grab. Next I have their Cocoa Contour Kit. This kit is fantastic. I love glitter. One of these has glitter in it. I think it's the bottom one. Yeah. So I like that. If you just want a basic highlighter, this one is really good. And then you've got this color, which is not in this medium cocoa is actually not in this, and I don't know if they sell this separately. But this is actually probably one of the best shades on my skin. And then dark cocoa. Again, that one's a little dark for me. I have a few little samples of just stuff. I keep those for traveling. I've got all three of these babies, which I should do a separate video on those. This peach one is my favorite. It's called Peach Beach. Let me show you the other ones real quick. That one's a candy one, Candy Glow, I think. And this one's berry something. I don't know what it is though. That one's a little dark. These ones are fun because they have a highlighter in them, and so I'll just put it all over my cheeks, but they're fun. It's fun. I think this is my all-time favorite blush. It is called Baby Love, and it's got this little stampy thing on it. Bunnies. This one is called Baby Love. It is very natural. This is my all-time favorite blush for an everyday normal wear look. I also have this one called Justify My Love. When I got this one in a sample pack, I really liked it. Now that I have it in person, I don't use it as much as I thought I would, but again, I think it just is because the shade and that I have a lot of shades around this area. Then I have Candlelight Glow, and I know they have this with a peach and cream. With this one is the pink and cream, which I would love to try that peach one, but this one does give me a slight yellow glow on my cheeks. It is definitely much more dramatic than a lot of others. This one is definitely a keeper. And last two things, I've got this little set of brushes. This did not come with it. Set of brushes. Try that again. Nope. There. with this bag. These are just really fun to me. I really like them basically because I think they're fun, they're cute. For functionality, they do work well. I don't know if they work as well as some of my I'd say my Real Technique ones that I just got definitely are probably the best brushes that I have overall. But these ones are super soft. These ones I love these. I would definitely get this again because I think it's so cute. And then this brush, this is my favorite brush that I have with them, from them. It is just an eyeliner brush, but it's really, really thick and it's perfect for doing a really dramatic cat eye in powder. That's probably one of my favorite brushes I own. Then I have this little brush. I actually have not really used it. I'm thinking maybe for traveling. It's just not super, super convenient. And lastly, this is probably my the product I am most excited about recently because I've been trying it. It's just called Hangover. It's a face primer and I just really like this. It just feels really good on my skin. Yeah, I like the smell of it too. It's got a coconut smell, which I love. So there you go. That is my entire collection. I hope you had fun watching.